Hello everyone, my name is Dr. S. Pavan Kumar Reddy, Assistant Professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, BVRIT Narsapur campus. Today I lecture on the object-oriented programming through Java. In that subject I deal the topic name is the interfaces. I follow the textbook is the Java Complete Reference and some other internet sources. Before going to the topic, what is the meaning of interface? Here, interface is a mediator between one class to another class. That is, mediator between one class to another class, or mediator between the parent class to child class. That is the normal interface. Here, an interface in a Java is also a blueprint of class. Here, it has the static constants and abstract methods will be followed. In the Java, interface is a mechanism. It can be achieved through the abstraction. Here, there can be only abstract methods in the Java interfaces, but not method body. Does not method body. It can be achieved through only for abstractions and multiple interfaces in the Java. Some other definition of the interfaces. Here, what the other definition means, you can say only the interface can have the only abstract methods and variables, but cannot have the any method body. Here, the Java interface is also can be represented is a relationship. In the Java programming language, the interface is also can be represented as is a relationship. Here, how to declaring the interface? How to declaring the interface? The interface can be declared by using the interface keyword. By using the interface keyword, it can be provide the abstraction. What the meaning of abstraction means? All the methods in the interfaces are declared with the empty body. All the interfaces are declared with the empty body, and all the fields are public, static, final by the default. Here, the class can be implement an interface must be implement all the methods in the declared in the interface. That is the interface. Here, what is the syntax of interface? Here, the interface is defined just like a class. Interface is defined as just like a class. Here, what is the general form of the interface? Here, the general form of the interface is access. Here, this access is called as either public, either private, either protected. Here, the access means either public, either private, either protected. Here, it can be follow the interface name. Interface, it can be follow the interface name. See this simple example. What is the interface and interface name? Here, we are declaring the either methods and variables. Methods and variables can be written the parameter list. This is the general form of interfaces. Here, what is the uses of interfaces? Here, the first uses of interfaces, it can be used to achieve the abstraction. It can be achieve the abstraction. The first uses. The second uses of the interfaces, we can support the only functionality of the multiple interfaces. Multiple interfaces. The second uses of the interfaces can be support the functionality of multiple interfaces. Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. The third uses is it can be used to achieve the loose coupling. What the loose coupling? We go to the next previous slide. Here, normally the interface is just like a mediator. The mediator is a compiler. Mediator is a compiler. Here, the compiler will be convert the Java file to class file. whenever the compiler will convert the Java file to class file. At the time, here the interface keyword, where the interface name, it is a method, we are declaring the some variables. Here, whenever the compiler will be converted the Java file to class file, these methods are automatically converted to access modifiers like public, abstract, static, and final abstract keyword. Whenever simply the compiler will convert the Java file to class file, it is the system, the compiler will convert the Java file to class file, the system will be automatically converted the either public, either abstract, either static, either final. Okay, that is the uses of the interfaces. Here, what is the relation between the interface classes and interfaces? This is the relation of the interface and classes. Here, a class can be extend the another class. A class extend the another class by using extend keywords. A class can be implement the another interface. An interface can be extend the another interface. That is the relation between the interfaces and classes. Here simply the class extend another class, and interface extend the another interface, but the class can be implement an interface. A class can be implement another interface. That is the relation between the classes and interfaces. Here, what is the general syntax of interfaces? Implement the interface. This is the class name, implements, interface. The general syntax of implementing an interface. That is the syntax of implement an interface. See this example. Here, what is the syntax of interface? Interface, name of the interface. Here, the interface name is a human. The interface having the two methods and declaring the variables. Here, the class can implement another interface. Already see that relation between class to interface, we implementing this one. That is the syntax. Here, what are the methods here? Learn method and work method. First, learn method, we can pass the one parameter, and here the implementation is learn by using string. The another method is work method. We have to see the develop an application. That is the class can implement the interface by using the implement keyword. Here the main class is there. The main class is human test, main method. Whenever the creating the object, train is the object for the programmer. What is the programmer? Programmer is the class name equal to new programmer. Whenever call the learn method, what is the learn method? What is the learn method? We are passing the one parameter. Train is a object dot learn. We have to pass the one string is there now. The string will be passed to the learn method. Whenever call the work method, this will goes to this one. This will goes to this one. Final output will get the learn using coding. So because we are passing the coding parameter. This coding parameter is this one. Learn using coding. Whenever call the work method, what is the statement present in that work method? The statement will be displayed. This is the interface example. See another example. Here, this is also a interface. How to create the interface name and one method. That is the interface. The class name is a rectangle. This class can be implement the interface by using the implement keyword. We have next, what is the one? We are assigning the one method. The method is the draw method. Here system dot what is the this one is the statement in the drawing method. Next class is the circle. The class can be implement the interface. What the interface is? What that interface? Interface is drawable interface. Another class will be created. The class implements the interface. One more the method is save. This is the one class. This is the second class. Now the coming to main class, the test interface one is the main class and the main method. Whenever creating the object for the interface, drawable d equal to new circle. Here in this scenario, the object is provided by the method. The object is provided by the method. Here we are not creating the object. We are not creating the object. Just the object is declared. The object is declared by using the particular class. Whenever we are using the circle class, it is goes to the circle class. Whenever, for suppose we are not using the circle class, we are using the rectangle class. We are creating the one object at the time. It will goes to this class. It will goes to this class. Whenever call the draw method, d dot draw. D is the object for this circle class. Circle class. So in the circle class, what is the draw method? What is the statement? Drawing the circle. This statement will be print. Sometimes we are using the rectangle. The rectangle for drawable class. Drawable d equal to new rectangle class. New rectangle class. At the time d dot draw, we can call the draw method by using the object. At the time this message will be print because we are using the rectangle class. Here what is the output here? Drawing rectangle. That is the interface example. Here, what is the next one is what is the mean by multiple interfaces? If the class can be implements multiple interfaces, or an interface can extend the multiple interfaces. Okay, that is known as multiple inheritance. That is called as a multiple inheritance. See this example. What the relation between the multiple inheritance in the Java? A class can be implement the interface. We are using the implement keyword. An interface can be extend the another interface. At the time we are using the extend keyword. We are using the extend keyword. That is the multiple interfaces. See this example. Here this is the interface name. It is a interface name. This interface having the print method. This interface having the show method. Now we are creating one class. The class is A7 class. A class can be implements multiple interfaces. This one is a class implements multiple interfaces. Here printable is one interface, showable is another interface. What are the two methods? Print method, show method. Here we are writing the print method, hello message is declared, show method, welcome message displayed. Now coming to the main class. This is the main method. We are creating the object for particular class. New A7. Whenever call the print method by using this object, it will goes to print method. It goes to here. Whenever call the show method by using object, it goes to here. The two messages will be displayed. That is the hello and welcome. That is the multiple interfaces. See this another example. See, observe multiple interfaces. This is the interface. Follow the interface name. One method is that one the string message. The string str is passed one parameter. The learn method. Work method is another method. Now another interface is recruitment. Here in this example, two interfaces are there. First interface recruitment is a second interface. Okay. In this first interface having the two methods. Second interface having the two methods. What are two methods? Boolean, screening, and also pass the one parameter. The second method is Boolean selected method. Now what the intention is, we are creating multiple interfaces. How to implement the multiple interfaces by using the class. Now the programmer is on class. This class implements multiple interfaces. Here multiple interfaces. The first interface is human. The second interface is recruitment. Now what are the two methods in the particular interfaces? The method, first method, learn method. The learn method having the string str, that is the implementation. The second one is screening method. Screening method having the second interface. Screening method, interface, this is the implementation. Now can print the one statement. That statement is attend screening test. If we are assigning one threshold value. Now if the score is greater than threshold value, return true, otherwise false. Now that is the screen method. Now the second method is interview method. What the interview method is there? The Boolean selected parameter is there. If we are attend the interview, we have to assign one statement. If you selected true, otherwise false. That is the another method. One more method is there, the work method. Where the work method? Human interface. Under the work method, this is the statement. This statement will be printed. Now we are creating one class. The class is a human test main method. Now we are creating one object for programmer. What is the programmer? The programmer is a class. The programmer is a class. We are creating the class. We are creating the object for this particular class. Okay. This is the creating object. Whenever call the learn method by using the object trainee.learn. What is the learn method's implementation? Where the learn method implementation means here the learn method implementation. Here learn method implementation. Here we can pass the one string. The string is coding. So learn using first learn using what the string can pass coding. That is the statement. Whenever call the screening method, what the screening method here? The string method having this one. This part is screening method. Here the screening method having one parameter. Now we can check the condition. If the pass the one parameter 30. Here can pass the 30 value. In threshold equal to 20. If the score value is 30, because we have passed the one parameter score na 30. 30 is greater than 20. No. This condition is false. So at the time this will be print. Now whenever call the interview method and also one pass the one parameter, that parameter is a true. But that one interview. Where the interview? Here. The interview is here. If selected, the statement will be print. Okay. Previously, attend screening test, attend interview. Now, one more method is there, work method. Whenever called the work method, the statement will be displayed. Develop application statement will be displayed. So, this is the multiple interfaces. The finally you got this output. Here, now next one is what is the difference between the abstract class and interface? See this one by one. This is the abstract class. This is the interface. Here, the first one is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. 9 differences are there. First one is the abstract class have the abstract and non-abstract methods. Already discussed the what are the abstract methods in now what is the non-abstract methods in previous classes. That is the first one. Now the interface can have only the abstract methods. Only abstract method. That is the first one. What is the second one? The abstract class does not support the multiple inheritance. Does not support the multiple inheritance. That is, interface has support the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. That is the second one. The third one is the abstract class have final, non-final, static, non-static variables. Now the interface has only the static and final variables. That is the third difference. The fourth difference is the abstract class can provide the implementation of interface. Implementation of interface. The interface cannot provide the implementation of the abstract class. Not provide the implementation of abstract class. Here, one next difference is the abstract keyword is used to declare the abstract class. The interface keyword is used to declare the interface. The abstract class can extend the another Java class and implement the multiple Java interfaces. Now the interface, an interface can extend another Java interface only. Another Java interface only. It does not support the multiple interfaces. Here, an abstract class can have extending by using the extend keyword. An interface can be implementing by using the implements keyword. The abstract class can have class members just like private, protected keyword. The members of Java interface public only, public by default. This is the example of abstract class. This is the example of interface class. Here public, abstract class have follow the abstract name and method, interface having the interface name and method. See this interface and abstract classes, how to creating interface and how to creating the abstract class. Here the abstract class, how to create interface. Normally interface follow the interface name. This is default public and private methods. Public and private methods. Now the abstract class can be implement the another class by using the implements keyword. Now this also one method. See, method is there. The implementation is there. This one is the structure. This one is the implementation. Now the another class M extend the B class by using the extend keywords. By using the extend keyword. This is the structure A implementation. This is the structure B implementation. This statement is the structure C implementation. Okay. Now coming to the main class. Main class is this one. Here main method is there. We are creating the object for this particular class equal to new m. What is that m? M is a child class, another class. M is a another class. Whenever call the a method by using this object, it is directly goes to this one, a. Whenever call the b method, it goes to here, directly here. Whenever call the c, it is directly goes to this method. Whenever call the d, it is directly comes here. Finally, we display the I am A, I am B, I am C, I am D. That is the interface and abstract classes. How to implementing the interfaces? Here, once an interface has been defined, one or more classes can be implemented. That in the interface. To implement an interface by including the interface class in the class definition and create the methods by requiring the interfaces. The general form of implementing interfaces is class name, can be extend the superclass and also implement the interface 1, interface 2 and so on. Mainly focusing the superclass. That superclass is a parent class. That is the class body closing the class. That is the interface, implementing interface syntax. Here a small example can be implementing the interfaces. Here the interface name is a callback. Here class, the client is a class, implement the callback. The callback is a interface, client is a class name. The class can be implement the callback. Here whenever we implement the callback interface, callback method can also pass the parameter. The statement will be callback with p method, p statement. The second, if both permissible and common for classes implement the interfaces to define the additional memory of their own. For example, see this version. This is the implement callback and add the method non-interface method. Now the class implement interface class and implement the interface. We are implementing one callback method. This statement will be print. This is the another interface method. This statement will be print. Okay, that is the implementing the interfaces. How to accessing the implementation through interface references. They remember references. How to accessing the implementations through reference. Here class is a test class, main method, C is the object for the classback class, callback class. This is for the client class. In the client having the callback method. Whenever call the callback method, directly goes to previous slide. What is that one? Callback. This one. That message will be displayed. The output of this program so the callback call n. The 42 is also pass the parameter. That is the implementing interfaces. What is meant by nested interfaces? Nested interfaces means an interface can be declared a member of the class or another interface. Member of the class or another interface. That is called as a member interface or nested interface. Member interface or nested interface. Here, the nested interfaces are used to group related interfaces so that can be easily maintained. Here, the nested interface can be must to be referred by the outer interface or outer class, but does not access directly. Here interface is interface name, interface within the interface, interface within the interface, that is called as a nested interface. See this example. This one is the outer interface, outer interface having the outer method structure, interface, inner interface having the inner interface structure. This is the first interface, this is the second interface. Now the class is a only outer that can be implement outer interface. What in that outer interface, what is the method? Outer method. Whenever give the structure of the outer method, the implementation is this one. Whenever creating the class for only inner class, that can be implements. Here see, observe this one. One class can be implement another class, that is outer interface dot inner interface. The outer interface has follow with the inner interface. That's why we are giving the dot operator. In that interface, inner interface, what is the method? Inner method structure. This is the method. This is one more implementation structure. Now we are creating the main class and main method. We are creating the two objects for both interfaces. Object 1 for the outer class, object 2 is creating for inner class. Okay, we are creating the two objects for both interface, outer interface and inner interface. Whenever call the outer method by using the outer object, this directly goes to here. What is that one? Outer method. Where the outer method? Here, outer method. What the message will there? This is outer interface. This is outer interface will be displayed. Now, whenever call the inner method by using the object 2, it is directly comes to here. This message will be displayed on the screen. That is the nested interface. The nested interface has followed only the inner interface or outer interfaces. Now the next one is what are the variables in the interfaces? What are the variables in the interface? An interface is completely abstract class. The interface has the completely abstract class. An interface is a container of the abstract methods and static final variables. The interface contains the static final variables. Here, the variables can be defined. An interface cannot be modified by the class. That can be implement only the interface. But the use of define an interface. See this some important things. Here the variable is an interface. It is some keywords: public, static, final. Now, if any variable in the interface can be defined without public, static, final keywords, the compiler will be automatically converted. This thing will be already seen in the previous class. Whenever we are not assigning any variable as a public, private, protected, final keyword, the compiler will be automatically convert the same. Here, there is no access modifiers if we allow the public for a interface variable. Every variable in the interface must be installed through the interface itself. The last thing is the class that can be implement an interface cannot modify the interface variable, but it may use as a define in the interface. That is the variables in the interfaces. See this one example. Here interface, the interface name is a mathematical interface. Now we are assigning the public, static, final keywords. Okay, PI value is 3.14, enumerator value is 2.718, square root value is 3. These three are the variable. If you are not assigning any value, the system will be taken as automatically this keyword. First keyword, second, third keyword. This is the main class. This is the main method. Have to find out the area, calculate the area of the circle if radius equal to 2. Int radius equal to 2. Now call the interface constant, that is math.py. Now we can calculate the area of the particular value. What is the formula? Math.py into radius. What is the radius value? 2. Math.py value is 3.14. 3.14 into radius is the 2 and then radius is 2. Final value is 12.56 value is displayed. That is the variables. Now another one is how to extending the interface. One interface can inherit the another by using the keyword extend keyword. The syntax is same for the inheriting the classes. When the class can be implement an interface that inherit the another interface, it must be provide the implementations for the methods whenever required the interface inheritance them. Interface inheritance. See the example interface method structure. One interface can be extended another interface by using the extend keyword. Math3 method. Whenever creating the class that can be implement the one interface, the B interface, we are using math1, math2, math3 methods. Okay, that is the class. In the class methods are there. Now this is the main method, main class if extended. This is the main method. We are creating the object for. We are creating the object for this class. We are creating the object for this class. For class. Okay. Whenever call the method 1, it is directly comes here. What the statement here? The implement method 1. Whenever call the method 2 by using this object, this statement will be displayed. Whenever call the method 3, this statement will be. Finally, you got implement method 1, implement method 2, implement method 3. This is the extending the interfaces. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.